barbering. I got into barbering about I'm gonna say 8 years ago. Just looking for a better opportunity for myself in life, and tired of working jobs that weren't getting me anywhere. And I seen that what I was doing wasn't gonna cut it for my family and what I wanted for my family. So they were really my why, and I was looking for a career to build, and barbering seemed like a good option for me. So, I went to school, didn't look back, started working for a barbershop, wanted more after that, and met Patrick. We wanted the same aspirations and goals in our lives, and we wanted to partner up and open up this barbershop we have now. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, I met you during COVID.
Yes.
And I saw Christian getting his hair cut, Christian Fuentes, and then I was like, Christian, who's the guy coming to your house and cutting your hair? And he's like, oh, that's Mario. So met you from there, and then just been impressed with the service you provide. And I was so excited to see you guys open up a new shop, and I've been there, taking my kids there. Fantastic place, great spot, great energy.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this, Mario. Like, how long have you known Patrick? What made you decide that he would be the perfect partner for you?
Just to see how good a hard worker he is, and his values for his family and for himself. Honestly, I know it's tough partnership, and I'm sure you guys know as well as anybody.
So basically, for you guys, is like your guys' values were kind of aligned in a way that you guys were seeking the same mission.
Yeah, it was family first, and that's a lot of the values that.
And I think that's key, when you're having to like partner up with someone.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of situations where there's people that partner up just because they want to partner up, but then their core values are totally different.
Yeah.
And I've always seen that happen. Like, I've known people that they had a great idea, they put it to work, but then their core values were totally the opposite from one another. And the first year that they're in business, it's now from being friends, now they're enemies. And it's just like, it ruined their families' relationships,
And opportunities were there, I think, for both of us to partner up with different people, and it was just never really, didn't feel right?
The time was right.
The time was right,
everything kind of opened up for us, and then we just took it from there. We're like, we see the light. Let's go.
So you guys felt the vibe. So you guys felt like it's time to take that next step.
Yeah.
COVID just really opened our eyes, to be honest, too. I mean,
COVID did. Like, coming out of the struggle, like what's next? What do we do next? Like, we've been shut down for almost 1 year. What could we do now? And then it's like we went back to where we were at, and then after that, it's like we can do a lot more. We want a lot more, and we can do a lot more. It's like we're young, we have the energy, we have the ideas, everything's there, what I mean? And then, so we're, not just us, our wives also, they're a big part.
They are.
They're
a big part.
We have a great team. Me, Mario, our wives is just, we all just brainstormed everything, and it just came, like how I tell people, like it came out way better than what I expected. And it's a great feeling, so.
Because I just think that, when, like, what I've always told people is, like, when you have a business, your family, your wife and your kids, like you said, it's the big part of the why, right?
Oh yeah.
But you got to also have them make sure that they understand what you're going to do, so that they can, be there for you
Be
when
that
they
support.
Because right now they're the biggest support.
Yes.
Like, we try to tell every single entrepreneur out there that's starting up a business, like, you got to make sure you have your core values in check. You got to make sure that your family understands what you're doing, because when you try to do something like create a business, and then let's say your wife can get upset, like, oh, you don't have time for us. She doesn't understand the mission. Then that's where chaos is created.
Yeah, it's hard, making time for everybody, like
Keeping that balance.
No, it is hard, but also having a partnership makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, somebody slacks, somebody picks it up, and it makes it a lot easier to just to help each other out and help the business out.
But I think COVID. I think COVID. Sorry that I interrupted you.
No. You're good.
I was just thinking that I think that COVID created a lot of new entrepreneurs to kind of see how business can be created in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Because I think that there's so many new business platforms that were created out of COVID.
Well, yeah, in a time where, you know, the world was shut down, we were hungry, looking for, you know,
Yeah.
money for our family. You know,
especially
what we were,
because our industry shut down, and
and you know,
Yeah,
we were out there trying to get haircuts any way we can, and
No, and I mean, I think that's something that a lot of people realize, that a lot of companies and places that they were working for shut down in an instant, and their source of income was just taken away.
Yes.
And so it's like you start to realize after a while, no, I need to be in control of how I earn my income.
Yes, exactly.
I need to be in control of when and how and the way that I earn my income. And so I think being an entrepreneur and opening up your own business gives you the control. It does give you the headaches, not going to lie. It gives you the headaches too, but at least they're the headaches that you can control. And you're in the driver's seat to navigate through these, you know, these trying times. But what made you want to do it? Like, you know, a lot of people went through COVID, difficult time, right? Economy right now, we're in a recession. And you guys open up a barbershop now. And so like, what was the mentality going into it? What made you know, like, now's the time to do this?
Somebody told me there's never a right time.
Yeah.
You just do it. True. And I just went with it. That's what it was. And
and I believe that's true. It's just also, you know, if not now, then when?
Exactly.
You know,
there's always gonna be something.
Right? And I feel if we make it out through this, you know, these times right now, then I think we're pretty much can face, you know, a lot. You know what I mean? And it helps us grow. You know, and I think, you know, like our industry, you know, like we say, it was shut down. People still needed haircuts, and you know, in a
people
recession,
will always need haircuts.
You know, even now, you know, people are still going to interviews. You know, they're going everything, like, you know, like, so everything's just growing. So it's like, I think we're still there. We're still needed. You know what I mean?
It's a necessity. I mean, it's like, you know, for haircuts, who wants to go to work with a chia pet looking head, right? Or, you know, or who wants to go to work looking like a mop? But it's like, it's either events, work, special engagements. You need a haircut. You definitely need a haircut.
And actually, my good friend that actually got me into barbering a while back, he told me haircutting is recession-proof. So everybody's always gonna need a haircut.
But you know what? What haircuts also do? It builds people's self-esteem, and it just builds their confidence. You know, because there's people out there that a haircut is therapy for them. You know, and especially I'm assuming that when they sit down on your guys' chair, they're talking about a lot of things. You know, it's like personal stuff, right? It's almost like a therapy session at the same time.
I love that more than cutting hair is the feeling that I give people when they're happy. I would say, and I was telling them that earlier as we were practicing for this. I was like, that's honestly what I like is how happy people get, like, when they're satisfied with their haircut.